we're going to honor W.W. Law's contributions to our community in the area of historic preservation. As many of you know, this is the 50th anniversary year for the designation of our Savannah Historic Landmark District, and we thought this was an appropriate time for us to stop and reflect on Mr. Law's work in historic preservation. We so often talk about his work in civil rights, but he did so much for his community in historic preservation that was just as important. So this is the time for us to reflect on that. So I'll let them introduce themselves too.
Good afternoon. I'm Danielle Mernier. I'm the Preservation and Education Coordinator of the Historic Savannah Foundation. We're very excited to celebrate Mr. Law's preservation work.
Hi, my name is Megan Lowe. I'm the Director of Development for Historic Savannah Foundation.
I am Frances Cologne from Historic Savannah Foundation as a Special Events Coordinator.
And I am Chastity Mullen with Historic Savannah Foundation, Membership Volunteer Coordinator. I did not have the pleasure of meeting Mr. Law, but I did have a chance to archive some of his work, so I was touched by all that he did for the community.
Okay, so I have a proclamation to present. So let me just read the intro and the ending of it. And it reads, whereas Wesley Wallace Law was born in Savannah, Georgia on January 1st, 1923. And whereas Mr. Law served in the U.S. Army during World War II as a male combatant for the United States Postal Services for 46 years, was commander of the William P. Jordan Post 500 of the American Legion, and gave 25 years of service as a troop leader for Boy Scouts. And whereas W.W. Law served as president of the Savannah NAACP's Youth Council and then served 26 years as president of the Savannah branch of the NAACP. During this time, he helped shepherd Savannah through the civil rights movement, leading peaceful, nonviolent integration of public relations. And whereas W.W. raised awareness of Savannah's African-American history and culture, establishing the Savannah Young Program for the Association for the Study of Afro-American Life and History, the King Tisdale Museum, that celebration is this weekend, by the way. The Beach Institute Historic Neighborhood Association, the Beach Institute African American Cultural Center, the Ralph Mark Gilbert Civil Rights Museum, and the Negro Heritage Trail Tour, and it goes on. Whereas the purpose of W.W. Law Preservation Week, whereas during his lifetime, W.W. Law was recognized by the Historic Savannah Foundation, the Georgia Trust, and the National Trust for Historic Preservation for his leadership in the field of historic preservation. And whereas the purpose of W.W. Law Preservation Week is to celebrate the historic preservation contributions of W.W. Law to Savannah's cultural and architectural history. Now, therefore, I and our Mayor, Eddie Deloach, Mayor of the City of Savannah, do hereby recognize the historic preservation contributions of Wesley Wallace Law to the Savannah community and proclaim September 19th through 23rd, 2016 as W.W. Law Preservation Week. And he signed this in its attested live clerk. Okay, whoa.
The Historical Society has done the marker. It bears the names of those individuals who were first and the leaders of the movement: Wesley Wallace Law, Hosea Williams, Jean Gaston, and many others. And we want the community to come out. And as we heard today, this is a part of many things that will be happening in the community. I want to personally thank the City of Savannah for being a part of this, for getting with us and meeting with us on this opportunity, for the Georgia Historical Society for really sitting at the table, but most importantly, to the President of SCAD, her staff, for just opening up the door. We thought that we were just going to have a little gathering, offloading the star from the monument, but they have added so so much more to it. So we want all of Savannah to come out and to be a part of this, because if we don't know from whence we come, we really don't know where we're going. And that is what we're trying to depict here in the city, and how Savannah integrated before the law was passed in this country. And also to let the community know that there were not just African Americans that were a part of this movement, but there were people from the white community and definitely from the Jewish community. One of our lawyers, and I always give honor to him, Aaron Bushbaum, was one that got us all out of jail along with Gene Gaston. But I honor you for allowing this to happen in our community, because Savannah is first. Savannah is the first city that has done many things. So I want everyone that is here today to please come out and to be a part of it at 10 o'clock at the SCAD Theater. And I know that you will be pleasantly surprised. Thank you. Let me introduce, I'm going to ask them to introduce themselves.
So it's Friday, September 23rd at 10.
Good afternoon, Rich Ferguson. I was in the class of 1960 who started the demonstration downtown, and it was something that we all felt was time. We were proud of it. I didn't get arrested. I was in the demonstration. The class of 1960, Beach-High class of 1960, is sponsoring an event from 1 to 4 at the Civil Rights Museum. And we'll have a meet and greet, but most importantly, those who were arrested, we're going to videotape them and just memorialize what they did. And hopefully, the young people will see this and understand what we went through. As I reflect back, a lot of things we couldn't do that I see us now doing. So I'm very happy for that. And we look forward to you coming out, just put in an appearance, and it will be an awesome time. So we'll have a bus. Parking will be difficult. They're closing Royal from Rappaport to Lincoln. And we'll have a bus at the Civil Rights Museum to take it downtown and bring it back. Thank you. Thank you.
My name is Elise Butler. I am the outreach coordinator at the Georgia Historical Society. It's been an honor working with Mayor Jackson, Mayor Johnson, Mr. Ferguson, and many other community representatives for the past 2.5 years on this historical marker. We invite you to come down on Friday, September 23rd at 10 a.m. at SCAD Trustees Theater. Doors open at 9 a.m. We look forward to seeing you there.
Good afternoon, I'm Stan Dean, Senior Historian at the Georgia Historical Society. It's our pleasure as the folks who administer the state's historical marker program to add this to what we call our Georgia Civil Rights Trail. This is an important moment. I always tell people this is not about American history, it's not about civil rights history, this is about American history. Congressman Adam Clayton Powell in the 1950s, sitting before microphones, was an African American coming out strongly in favor of sit-ins like this, and someone said, are you asking people to come out in favor of people who are in favor of civil rights to come out and support these sit-ins? And he said, no, I'm asking American citizens who support democracy to come out and support these sit-ins. This is about American history, and people walk by the Ginn Library on Broad Street every day and have no idea what happened there and how important it is, not only to our city as it is today, but to this country. So next Friday, 10 a.m. at the Ginn Library, we invite you and all the members of our community to come out and see this. And it's a pleasure to actually be marking something where people who participated in it are still alive. Thank you for your leadership, former Mayor Jackson, and for your support. Thank you.
Good afternoon. I'm Beth Concepcion. I'm Dean of the School of Liberal Arts at Savannah College of Art Design, and we are honored to be part of this historic event that will mark
As Mr. Law would say, oh freedom over me. Before I'll be a slave, I'll be buried in my grave and go home to my Lord and be free. And that is what we said, because as we sit in this building, had it not been for the leadership that we had, we would not have had the desegregation of or the integration of City Hall. We thank you, we welcome you, and we'll look forward